The Iron mastering compressor is not a copy of a classic unit, but rather an original concept in itself. In this video, we'll look at the features of the SPL Iron plugin developed by Brainworks Audio. Looking at the signal flow chart, the input gain is the starting point for processing. A three-way switch allows you to select whether the value is increased or decreased in increments of 2 decibels. The input level affects the overall response of the compressor, and it has a direct impact on the level reduction. Whereas the threshold determines the level of compression, the intensity of the compression depends also on the input, tube bias, rectifier, attack, release, and sidechain EQ parameters. I find the tube bias useful in affecting the strength of the compressor, according to 3 settings: low, mid, and high. And what makes the SPL Iron unique are the 6 different rectifiers to choose from. It's almost like having 6 different compressors in one plugin. Although the attack and release times can be considered fixed intervals, the control time behavior and operating mode of the tubes is very different depending on the music. You will notice varying behavior of attack and release when switching through the 6 different rectifiers. Lastly, there's the Sidechain Filters. With the off position and 4 presets to choose from, the sidechain can make the response of the compression be influenced by a given frequency range. Some call this frequency selective compression. There are additional features of the SPL Iron not commonly found on mastering compressors. Airbase makes your music sound rounder and more well-balanced with powerful lows and bright, silky highs. Whereas tape roll-off can prove very useful to provide a nice rounding off of the highs when the material being processed is too shrill. The auto bypass makes it easy for quick A/B comparisons of the processed and unprocessed signal. Set to host sync for synchronizing the auto bypass to your DAW. Choose your favorite color of the compressor from red, black, and all black. And also show the bottom panel to access plugin exclusive features from Brainworks. TMT offers 20 different compressor channels, resulting in digital audio that sounds as analog as possible. Mid-side processing, where the left channel processes the mid of both channels and the right channel processes the side of both channels. To effect more or less gain reduction, adjust the internal operating level with headroom. An additional high-pass filter can be set to the compressor internal sidechain. And lastly, you can affect the overall sound of the compressor using the mono maker to ensure mono compatibility with your bass frequencies, stereo width for making your mixes wider, and parallel mix with wet-dry control. With the SPL Iron plugin, you can now use it beyond mastering, making it possible to apply rectifier compression on individual tracks and buzzes. Download your 14-day fully functional trial today.